Hey, where are you sitting right now?
In our master bedroom.
In our new apartment? Whoa. Hey, we're living in a new apartment now. If you didn't see my Portland apartment hunting video, you should watch that first so that this isn't a spoiler. But we did pick an apartment and we are in it now. We drove all the way from Florida to Oregon across the entire country in 5 days. And we got here yesterday and picked up our keys and everything, but then we still had to stay in a hotel yesterday because the movers weren't coming till today with our U-Haul pod that we packed all of our stuff in, so we had nowhere to sleep. So we stayed in a hotel last night and then they came early this morning, brought everything in, and now our new apartment is full of a ton of boxes. But all of our stuff is finally here, which is great because now we can finally start unpacking and getting settled in because it's been a long time coming. But I wanted to kind of give like an overview of the apartment and all of our different spaces and then kind of talk through the plan because I'm planning on going to Ikea today while we still have our car that we rented to hopefully have a successful shopping trip and buy stuff that we need. Suki, your tippy tappies are loud. Okay, so I guess you can think of this as like a half-empty apartment tour because it's definitely not empty, but it's definitely not set up at all. So here's the front door. When you first walk in, there's a hallway leading to the end of the apartment. Moving on to the unit, we were shown a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom that was going for $23.99 a month. Ta-da! We chose apartment number 5 for my apartment hunting video. Well, kind of. If you remember from this video, I mentioned that they had 2 basically identical units available, but we were only able to see one. We were told the only difference between the 2 units was the size of the balcony, but that actually made for a $150 difference in the rent. So we didn't pick this exact unit you're seeing, we picked the one just below it, which was going for $22.50 a month because it had a slightly smaller balcony. But let me just tell you, the balcony is still a really good size, so this was a steal. We got a 2-bedroom. That was a top priority when we were apartment hunting because all of our family lives in Florida, so we wanted to be able to have a guest bedroom for them so that all they have to pay for is a plane ticket because that alone is already kind of pricey. So if they had to pay for a hotel too, that would just be a lot. So hopefully it'll be easier for them to visit. And then also AJ will be working from home, hybrid, like working in the office a couple days a week and then working from home a couple days a week. That was Suki shaking. We really wanted a 2nd bedroom for the office and the guest bedroom. So this is the guest bathroom. We're gonna have to basically get like double the bathroom stuff because we have a 2nd bathroom that we need stuff for. Then I exit the guest bathroom and I'm back at the front of the house where the 2nd bedroom is. It's kind of dark in here. Oh my gosh, there's no light in here. Huh, what is this supposed to control? Okay, well there's no light in here, so we're gonna need to get lamps or something. It's kind of dark. I know there's a light in the closet. It's motion activated. Pretty sick. Anyway, this is the 2nd bedroom. Sorry if it's really echoey. This will be AJ's office mainly, and then eventually we'll create a office guest bedroom split, hopefully. And then if you leave the bedroom, you come into the kitchen, which is a disaster, but super cute.
Me? I'm super cute?
Oh yeah, you. And then that leads into the living room space. And we have a balcony, which was pretty much a must-have on our list. To the right, as I already showed, is the master bedroom. We already have furniture for this room, thank God, because my parents let me take the furniture that was in my bedroom in their house. So that helps out a lot because bedroom furniture is expensive. So we just have to put this bed together so that we can actually sleep tonight. And then I can't even get there because the mattress is blocking it, but master bathroom is over there and walk-in closet that leads to the master bathroom, which is nice. So we'll need to get bath mat, towels, stuff for the cabinets and stuff. So anyway, thought processes. Obviously, we're gonna clear all this out as fast as we can so we can start actually creating a living space here. I have ordered a few pieces of furniture, but not a lot yet. We have a coffee table coming soon. We already have a TV, but we have a TV stand coming in the next like 3 or 4 days, I think. But we still haven't gotten a couch. That's one of the things I'm going to look at Ikea for today. But yes, we need to get a couch for this room. And then I was realizing that we don't have a pantry in our kitchen, which I didn't even realize when we toured the place. So I want to maybe see if Ikea has like a pantry cabinet storage thing to maybe put in this corner. But then I also want to get like, it'll depend on the spacing, but like pantry cabinet here. And then like another little bar table here to put my espresso machine and my coffee stuff. And then some of our like actual bar stuff like liquor and stuff. Because if you notice, there's not actually that much cabinet space. We have a huge island, but for one, I don't want to put appliances on the island. And for two, it's a rollaway island, so you can move it. So it doesn't even have like electricity anyway. So I don't want to take up too much cabinet or actual countertop space by putting my espresso machine and stuff here. So I was thinking maybe here would be good, but I'll have to see if Ikea has something. We've also looked at Facebook Marketplace, but no luck yet. And then I have to figure out what to do with Suki's food bowls. I was thinking maybe they could just go at the end of the island here, but then we also need to figure out like where to put all her stuff, like her thing of food and her treats and stuff. So that's another thing to consider. But yes, that is the apartment in its current state. Hopefully you kind of get an idea of what we're looking for when we go to Ikea. Suki, stop it! She's chewing the mat.
Suki, no.
Okay, I am getting ready to go to Ikea. I'm kind of nervous because I don't really go places alone. And when I do, I like to go to familiar places. But I have only been to an Ikea once in my life when I was like 8 years old. So I don't even really remember it that well, but I do remember it was huge and a bit overwhelming. And then obviously this is a new Ikea in a new city and I'm going all by myself because AJ needs to stay home with Suki. The internet guy is coming later, so he needs to be home for that. So it's gonna just be me going to Ikea alone. I'm excited because I feel like Ikea sounds like my dream place and I just like never have gone for some reason. But I'm just like kind of nervous because it's new and scary. It's a 20-minute drive, but I think along the way we're gonna stop for some coffee because I am really tired. And also there's this coffee chain here in the PNW. I don't know how widespread they are, but I know that they're in Washington and Oregon and California, Northern California at least. It's called Dutch Bros and it is so good. We were here for a few months last summer when AJ was on internship with the company he's now working for. And so we were here for a few months while I did that. And I used to go there like at least twice a week, sometimes more, because it was so good and I have missed it. I've been thinking about it ever since we found out we were moving here full time. So I think I'm gonna stop there first and get a coffee because it's really yummy. Guys, do you even want to know? I'm in Washington. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay. Oh my god. I'm in Washington getting coffee at a Dutch Bros, which isn't that far because Portland is very close to the border of Oregon and Washington, but it's still pretty shocking when you don't plan to be going to Washington to hear your Siri on your map say, "Welcome to Washington," while you're driving alone in a new city. So then the rest of the drive, because I'm like on a busy highway, so I don't want to like check my phone, and it says I'm like 3 minutes out, so I'm like, whatever, if I'm in Washington, whatever, I'm only 3 minutes out, I'll just like turn around, I don't know. So I finally get here. This freaking Dutch Bros is in Washington, and as I thought, the Ikea is in Portland, so in Oregon. So I don't know what happened. So okay, first of all, I never use Google Maps because I don't like it. I like Apple Maps, but AJ's been trying to get me to use Google Maps more. And usually he's right about these kind of things. So I was trying to just trust him and use my Google Maps today. That's where I went wrong because I mapped to Ikea and then I did like the search along the route to find a Dutch Bros along the way because I don't know the area yet. So I wanted to just find something on the way so I wouldn't be going too far out of the way. And I found one that was like 5 minutes away. But when I got there, there was a girl holding up a sign that said line full, and the drive-through line was like backed out and they didn't want you to get in line and like block the road. So I was like, oh my god, that's so annoying. And I was like driving, so I couldn't really like fix it easily. Hold on, I need to figure out what I'm gonna order. Okay, anyway, I got my Golden Eagle chai with an espresso shot. So excited. That was my go-to last summer. Anyway, so that Dutch Bros line, full. So then I'm like frantically, because I don't, again, new time in this city. I don't know where I am. I can't just like be like, oh, that one's full, let me go somewhere else. So then I'm like frantically searching for another one along the way. And I'm like, let me just pick one a little further out so that it's not in the city, so it's like not as busy, hopefully. And then that way it gives me time to get out of the city first, which is where the driving is the most stressful anyway. So I do the thing, I'm on my phone, also driving at the same time, so it's a little stressful. And I see along the blue route to Ikea, there's a Dutch Bros, and there's several of them, so I just clicked the next one, and it's like, it's still along the route. It's along the blue line that's taking me to Ikea. So I click that one, and it takes me to this one in freaking Washington. I finally got here, and while I was waiting, I looked at my app, and yeah, sure enough, I'm in Washington State, but the freaking Ikea I'm going to is in Oregon, so I don't know what happened, but this is why I don't use Google Maps, and this is why I don't like doing things alone, because when that stuff like that happens, I can't be like, oh my gosh, I don't know where I am, and hand it to my passenger and be like, find out where to go. I had to just like frantically do it, but I swear on my life that the Dutch Bros I clicked on was on the route, because they wouldn't show me ones that weren't. Like, that's the whole point of that feature. It's like, it's supposed to be search along the route to where your final destination. So I have no idea what happened, but all that matters is I'm about to get my Dutch Bros, and then we gotta turn around and drive back into Oregon and go to Ikea. Oh my gosh, this trip is just crazy. Of course it is, because it's my solo trip to Ikea in a new city, and of course it would be wild, because why not? And it's not even wild getting to Ikea, it's wild getting the coffee on the way, which ends up not even being on the way. I don't even understand. I don't know what happened, but whatever. I have nowhere to put my camera except right there, so if you hate it, sorry. Finally made it to Ikea, but obviously gotta taste my drink first. Haven't even tried it. Oh my gosh, guys. This has already been a disaster, and I haven't even set foot in the part of this trip that was making me nervous. A drive-through coffee trip was supposed to be the easy part. Anyway, this is my Golden Eagle chai. I couldn't remember if the drink normally comes with espresso or if it's just the chai. Usually it's just the chai, but I feel like at that place it normally came with espresso, but the girl said it didn't, so I added a shot. But then when the guy handed it to me at the window, he was like, Golden Eagle chai with an extra shot. And I feel like the word extra implies that there's already espresso. So I have no idea how much caffeine is about to go into my body. Oh my god. I could chug this whole thing right now. Oh my god, it's so good. If you're ever over here in the PNW, go to Dutch Bros, get a Golden Eagle chai, and maybe clarify if it comes with espresso or not. But it is so good. Okay. We're about to enter Ikea. This is the part of the journey I was nervous for, but clearly the coffee thing didn't go so well. So if that's any sort of indication how I do on my own, that's what that is. Hopefully this trip is okay. It does look like it's 2 stories. I'm pretty sure Ikeas are always 2 stories. I feel like I remember there are arrows to guide you through. Maybe it'll tell me start upstairs. Maybe everyone will be going the same way. I don't know, but it's looking really busy. I kind of struggled to find a spot. Also, they have like letters labeling the sections of their parking lot like Disney World, so that's stressing me out already. If you can't tell, I'm not good on my own, especially in situations like this. Of all places you could go by yourself when you're already not good at going places alone, Ikea is like definitely at the top of the list of like, do not go here alone. But here we are. Pray for me. I have a list just as a refresher for everyone of things I'm going to look for. I need to look for bar stools because we currently have nowhere to sit and eat, and we have our island which we can put bar stools at. And as of now, that's probably going to be our kitchen table where we eat, because we don't know if we'll even be able to fit a separate dining room table, but that'll come later if we even can. So bar stools and couch, those are probably the 2 biggest ones. I've been looking for a couch online, but it's just been hard. So those are the 2 biggest ones, which, look at me all alone with my little rental SUV saying I'm gonna get a couch. I don't know how that's gonna work. I know Ikea stuff comes like disassembled and like in pretty good sized boxes, so I'm just banking on that if I find something I like, and if not, maybe they can deliver it. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm trying not to think that far ahead because it's gonna stress me out if I do. Then, like I said, we need bathroom stuff, bath mats and towels ×2 because there's 2 bathrooms. I need to look for bedding for the bed so we can sleep tonight. A trash can would be nice. Office chair for AJ so he has somewhere to work next week. And then the rest of the stuff isn't like necessary to get right this second, but it's definitely stuff we still need or stuff I want. One of them is like that coffee bar / liquor bar table. I feel like it's not a necessity yet, but like we don't want to take up too much counter space, so it'd definitely be nice to get today if I can find something. And then a pantry cabinet storage, because we're gonna start buying food and stocking up and we need somewhere to put it. So those are higher priority too, but the rest is like a large mirror. I've been wanting a giant oversized mirror for so long, but they're so expensive, so I don't know if I'll be able to find something for a decent price here. And then food storage for Suki. I don't know if I can find like another separate like small cabinet shelving unit thing to put her food and her toys and her treats and stuff in. I'm not sure. And then a tall fake plant, because every living room needs a tall fake plant and I don't have any. So yeah, that's the list. We'll see what we can find. Wish me luck. I'm not ready for this. I'm not mentally prepared. It's okay. We're gonna go slow. We're gonna take our time and we're gonna call AJ if we start to freak out. Oh, also I just have to say, if the Florida license plate on the back of this rental car was not enough of an indication that I'm not from around here, my driving definitely was, because oh my god, it's so stressful to drive in any new place, but especially in a new city. I hate driving in cities, and then when you don't even know the area, oh my god, it was not good. It was not good. Possible pantry? I'm not fully understanding this though. It's looking like you can get really custom here. Not really sure. I'm wondering if this could work as a pantry and coffee corner area right there. The pantry here, maybe? It's a lot cheaper than everything else, and then it's everything in one. Could cool? Not sure. Oh my god, we got the goods. Don't know how I did that. Oh, and it closes. Hell yeah. Y'all. Ikea is no joke. Holy crap. Might I say mildly successful? Not mildly. It was very successful. There's some big things I didn't get, like a couch, but I got, I think what's gonna work as a pantry. Did a bird shit on my car? It's a rental. I got something I think is gonna work as a pantry storage solution, maybe, although I need to get bins. I got a storage thing for Suki stuff, dog food, treats, toys, and then, oh my god, I don't even remember what else. I'll show a haul when we get back, but I got a lot. And I got a giant mirror, which was a bitch to fit in the car. So, oh my god, I got the mirror. I was texting Adrian, I was like, I found a giant mirror for a really good deal. I'm gonna get it because I've wanted a giant mirror for like 10 years. And they're always just so expensive. And so he was like, just make sure it fits in the car. And I was like, it will. Because I was under the impression that you can fold the passenger seat down like you can with the back seats. Apparently you can't do that. I don't know if it's just this car or if I'm just dumb and you can't do that ever, but it doesn't happen in this car. So I got the mirror in, which was really heavy, by the way. One casualty during this experience. I broke a nail, but you know, they need to come off anyway. Really heavy, but I got it in and then I had like a foot hanging out and I was like, crap. Because the thing wasn't going down. I scooted the seat all the way forward, folded it forward as much as it could go. It was not fitting. So I was like kind of frantically texting AJ, like, I kind of have a crisis here because I've already bought it. And then he was like, scoot the chair up as far as it goes and try to lay it down as far as it goes and take the headrest off. Needless to say, I did that. It worked. Thank God. This is why I love my engineering hubby. So everything is in here. It all fits. Thank God. My mind is all over the place right now. Also, they didn't have enough selection of like the essentials that I need, like bath stuff, like bath towels, a bath mat, bedding. Like, we don't have a comforter. We threw it away because it was old and kind of gross. So we were just gonna get a new one here, and I have yet to find one. And I was looking at all this stuff here. I just wasn't impressed with the selection. And also the towels were like cheap in price, which is great, but felt really cheap in material as well. So I didn't get any towels. So I think I'm gonna have to stop by like a Home Goods or a Target or something on the way back if I can even fit anything else in this car. I don't really want to because it's literally only 4:50, but it gets dark so early here, so it feels a lot later, and I've been out for a while and I just want to go home. But I think I should probably look for a Target or Home Goods or something to go to and see if I can just get those basics, because we need to like shower and sleep tonight. And as of now, we will be doing that with no towels and no sheets. Oh, there's a Home Goods 0.2 miles away. Okay. I think we'll go there. That seems like my best bet at the moment, and I don't have to go too far. Okay, we're gonna try that. I really can't fit anything else. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sorry for the atrocious lighting. Shopping is exhausting. I feel like I just like ran a marathon. Just kidding, I have no idea what that feels like and I never will. I just finished at Home Goods. It's 6:20. I'm pretty sure I left the house like just after noon. Granted, my Dutch Bros adventure, where I ended up in Washington State, was a bit longer than expected, but the car is so full. There is like no room for anything else, so I'm going home. Home Goods was successful. It was a little expensive, some things, but I kind of reached a point where I was like, I have to get it if we want to like have sheets to sleep on tonight. I did get decorative pillows for the bed that I didn't have to get, but I mean, if you add everything up, the pillows was definitely a small percentage of everything I got. Anyway, I feel good. I got all the essentials, bath mats, towels for both bathrooms, which I guess isn't completely necessary because we're probably not gonna have our first guest for a little while, but I just figured get it all done right at the start, especially while we have a car, because this is a rental. We're not gonna have a car living in the city, so getting as much of the big stuff done while we have a car. I'm gonna head home now. Oh my gosh, though, my adventure in Ikea, I feel like I need to talk that through, but we'll get there. Anyway, I need to head home. I hope there's not like crazy traffic. It's 6:20, so I feel like, oh wait, it's Saturday. There's just traffic all day Saturday. There's no such thing as rush hour. Oh, I feel like there's gonna be horrible traffic. Let's see. It says 20 minutes right now, but there might be traffic. Anyway, I'm gonna head home and I'll give all of all this crap when I get home. I cannot wait to lug this up and down the elevators. I'm home, and I came home to our coffee tables. They were delivered, and I guess AJ already put them together. So yeah, that's exciting. This is them. They're cute, like stacking tables kind of. So like this one's tall enough to go on top of that one, which means this one's really low, which I didn't realize was gonna be that low. So hopefully we still like it, but they're super cute. Right, Schmooks? They're really cute, and it's our first real piece of furniture that we've bought and had delivered here. Really useful, you know, really gives us a place to chill. But I'm happy with them. They're really cute. So, you know how I wanted Dutch Bros before we went? Mm-hmm. Suki!
I tracked your location to make sure you got to the Dutch Bros.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I got there.
Okay. So you didn't look too closely, did you?
No, why?
I drove to Washington today. So then I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I'm on this really big bridge, and I'm like, this does not look familiar. And then my GPS is like, welcome to Washington. I was like, huh? I was starting to doubt myself. I was like, maybe the Ikea is technically in Washington, because, you know, we're close to Washington. And I was like, but I swear we passed it on the way to the Portland airport. That's how I saw it the first time. And then I was like, is the Portland airport in Washington? Anyway, I get there, I look at my maps, I'm like, sure enough, I'm in Washington. And then I map to Ikea, and it's like 10 minutes south in Portland. And I was like, what the heck? So Google Maps told me that this Dutch Bros was on the way. And then I ended up in Washington just to get coffee. And then I had to turn around all the way back. It was good, but I was like, it was just
frazzled.
Yeah, because I'm driving, not expecting to be leaving the state, and then my Siri's like, "Welcome to Washington." I'm like, "Huh?" It was wild.
It's not serious, is it? It's Google.
Yeah, because it's Google Maps. Google Maps is bad. Don't use it. Okay, I've got a haul for y'all. Right off the bat, there's a few big things that are just hard to show in a haul format. So you will see those when I'm like putting them together and actually setting them up. One thing is this like storage shelving / cabinet thing that will double as hopefully a pantry if everything goes according to plan, and the little coffee bar area that I want to do. Then I got this thing that's technically advertised as a plant shelf, but it's really big and I think it'll be perfect for Suki stuff. And then a giant mirror, which I mentioned already. I believe that's all the big stuff that you'll see eventually. But in terms of all the little things, in no particular order, this is random, I'll just start with this. I got a plant! And voiceover takeover by yours truly. This haul kind of ended up being really chaotic, especially with the audio, because Suki was walking back and forth and chewing her bones on the wood floor. AJ was building furniture in the background, so I'm just gonna kind of talk over this for the rest of the haul. So yes, I got a tall fake plant, which I was very excited about because normally they're very expensive and this one was not. And then I got this basket right here to put the fake plant in, since it comes in like a plastic black pot that's not super cute, so I got this basket to dress it up a bit. And here I went on this really long explanation of why I bought this table lamp. We did not realize that the bedrooms in our apartments have no ceiling lights, so we need lamps in all the bedrooms to actually light the room. So I was saying that I was looking for lamps at Ikea but didn't really find any big floor lamps I liked, so I got this table lamp instead. And I was saying this is probably not going to go in any of the bedrooms because it's just not that bright, but it was really cute, which is why I got it. And of course I had to get a light bulb for it as well. I also got some really cute gold coasters as I was passing by the kitchen section because I just happened to remember that we threw ours out in the move. Then I just happened to snag this little bag of decorative fall pumpkins because I absolutely love fall and they were cheap, so like why not? I also got this like kitchen rod thing. I'm sure you've seen them in all the Pinterest houses where you screw them into the wall under your cabinets and you can hang like pots and pans or cooking utensils off of them. I got one initially in the hopes of using it in our kitchen, but I wasn't sure how that was going to work because we have a backsplash in our kitchen and I ended up using it for something else, so stay tuned for a future video. I think it works really well in the space. And I was showing that I got this little basket that can be hung on the rod along with those hooks. Got this bathroom trash can from HomeGoods, not Ikea. I got this really cool rack to display dishes and cutting boards and things because we have the open shelving in our kitchen and I thought it would be a nicer way to display our plates and also just easier to organize them and grab them without stacking like 8 plates on top of each other. I got these cute jars to hold some baking supplies to also go on the open shelving and I broke them that day. Listen, going to Ikea solo is no joke. I would not recommend it. It's really hard, especially when you're planning on getting a ton of stuff. So these were in my cart, and as I was lifting something very, very heavy, this one, actually I think that this one fell onto the top of this one and it chipped it. But it's not too bad, and with the lid on and this pointing backwards, you won't notice. So that's fine. Then I got this cute measuring cup because it was cheap, cute, functional, and can also be displayed on the open shelving. I also got this cutting board to put on the dish rack, and that wraps up everything I got from Ikea minus the trash can, which was from HomeGoods, but for some reason I decided to randomly throw it in the middle of the Ikea haul. Then I went to HomeGoods. I basically got all the same bathroom supplies, just double for the guest bathroom and the master bathroom so that I wouldn't have to deal with deciding 2 different themes. So I got 2 of these fluffy white bath mats to go outside the showers. They're just basic bath mats, nothing special. Then I got 2 different sets of towels for both bathrooms. I got these really cute florally white beige ones, and then I just got a set of plain white ones. As much as I would love to use the cute floral ones, that will be AJ's because I have a face wash that bleaches any towel that is not white, so I have to use white towels. Very unfortunate. Then I got 2 sets of hand towels to match the florally white beige towels. Oh, she got the zoomies. And then I got this set of 4 washcloths for the guest bathroom, and they're so cute. They match the theme perfectly.
A screwdriver here somewhere.
And then last couple bathroom things, I got this cute tray to put on the sink countertop for the guest bathroom. And then I got this cute little jar that I figured I could put like cotton balls in or floss or I don't know, whatever guests need. And then this glass cup to put toothbrushes in. So I just imagined that it would all sit like this on the countertop in the guest bathroom. We don't plan to host our first guests for a while, but it was fun picking this stuff out and I figured while I have the car, might as well get it. Moving on from the bathroom supplies, I got this comforter for our bed and it's very nice and cozy, very soft. I kind of had limited options during this trip because it was getting dark. I went to HomeGoods and I kind of just had to pick something out for us because we needed it to sleep that night. So I chose this comforter. I liked it a lot, but it is a king size and we have a queen size bed. But I was doing some research in the HomeGoods aisle and people online were saying that queen and king size beds are actually pretty similar in length. They're just different in width. So if you put a king sized comforter on a queen size mattress, it'll really just be oversized from side to side. But people were kind of swearing by that actually, especially if you sleep with a partner, because they were saying that if your partner steals the sheets from you a lot, then there's just so much extra that you still have some. So I figured that I would just go ahead and get the king size and it actually worked out really nicely and we're loving it. Then I got these decorative Euro shams to go on top. Not that we needed them at all, but they were really cute and they matched the comforter well. So obviously I had to get them. And the final item was a fall candle because I love fall and the apartment just felt like it needed a candle. Every home needs a candle.
This one's really yummy. It is mulled cider fir. Like F-I-R. What you doing?
Hey, babe.
Oh, you're putting the cabinet together?
I wanted to build something.
I want to build something too. Maybe I'll build Suki's thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just realized I forgot to show this. I also got 3 of these, this size frame, because I've been wanting to frame. I was gonna do our engagement photos, but now it's been so long and we're married and we'll hopefully be getting our wedding photos soon. Stop chewing on the box, what is wrong with you? Anyway, we'll probably be getting our wedding photos soon. I might just put our wedding photos in them. But anyway, I wanted to frame 3 really nice photos of us to hang as decor on the wall in the living room or something. Can you? So that's what these frames are for, and they weren't an essential, but they were way cheaper than frames I've seen so far in my browsing, so I had to hop on it. So while I open this, my thoughts on Ikea, because I didn't really get to explain or share my thoughts because it was chaotic. I already kind of talked to AJ, so he's just gonna hear this twice. When I first walked in, I had no idea what I was doing or what to expect. So as any person does, I just followed the crowds and they took me upstairs to the showroom, which I remembered that, can you please, Suki? I remembered that was a thing, the showroom, but I didn't understand what was going on for probably the first 30 minutes I was in there, because there was all this great furniture, but then nothing to buy, like no packages or anything. Also, when I first walked in, I saw all the carts, but then there was an escalator to go up, and I was like, there's no way you're supposed to take the escalator with your cart, right? So I was like, there will be more at the top of the escalator, but then there wasn't. So then I was like, how am I supposed to shop? But then I realized no one in the showroom really had carts because there's not a lot to buy there. There's like little things that you can pick up along the way, but you don't get all the big pieces until later, which I did not realize. So anyway, it was a journey. I was really confused for a good portion of the beginning of my shopping experience. As I looked at more and more tags, I finally started to realize how it works, which if you don't know how it works, quick summary, you see something like, you look at the tag and it tells you where to find it later in their big warehouse of all their stuff. So it's like, it gives you numbers that corresponds to like a certain aisle and a certain bin that it's in. So I figured that out eventually, but it took me quite some time and I was really confused for a while. But we made it and we got the stuff. Oh, also, when I finally got to the warehouse, I had acquired a cart along the way because I reached a point where the showroom ended and the shopping began. So I got a cart and I got like the little things that you saw me showing in the hall. And then I made it to like the big warehouse section where they have all the actual furniture like this. And my cart was already like pretty full. And then I got there and there were those like flat dolly cart things to pick up so you can get like a lot of furniture and stack them up high. But I already had my cart and there was just me alone. So I couldn't get a second cart. So I was like, I'm gonna have to try and fit everything in this normal size cart. I got to a point where I couldn't fit anymore. So I had to check out, load everything into the car, and then go back in for the last couple things. Because
Wait, did you have to walk through the whole maze again?
No, luckily I went in through the entrance and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the showroom first. So I took a right and I just started walking and then I found the registers that I had checked out at and then Suki's eating cardboard. I found the checkout area and then I was like, oh great. So I just walked through there and then I was in the warehouse.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, so I had to take literally 2 trips and then I had to load everything into the car myself and it was all really heavy. So I am a strong, independent woman.
You gonna finish that?
No, that's it. That was all I was gonna say. Anyway, I'm gonna build this now.